up on the roof of my Holiday Inn Express. Basic little pool, but it's fine. I missed breakfast this morning. Well, I woke up in time. It ends at 10, but I wasn't really feeling that hungry. Little gym here. Yeah, some nice gear, but I am not working out today. Took a few days off. My shoulder kind of hurts anyhow. I think I'm getting, well, I'll call it tennis elbow, but I think it's from all the swimming I've been doing. Let's see where we are. I guess that is, I think I'm still on Soi Buakhao. Yeah, we're still on Soi Buakhao. That's the main busy area, not even 500 feet up the way. Maybe 1,000 feet up the way, you'll hit LK Metro off on the left. You can see the base over there. At the bottom of the base on Second Road is Kiss Foods, that area of town. Here's the little breakfast area just off the lobby. Little outdoor smoking section, I would call it. Yeah, this hotel is fine. You could also stay at the fancier Holiday Inn. I think it was $115 last night, and the Intercontinental, I assume, is more than that. But I am just fine with a nice, clean Holiday Inn Express. About 46 bucks on Agoda, including all the taxes. There's my Holiday Inn, and right across the way is the U-Tide Court. And I'm right on the Baht line. There's Baht buses everywhere in town. This is the Sunview place. These places are fine. I'm sure they're a little cheaper than the Holiday Inn Express. Maybe they're $25 a night. You can probably find some $15 a night options just for a couple nights stay, and I didn't really feel like experimenting. If I were to check out some of these places, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that one of these days. I keep saying that, and I end up at the Travelodge or Holiday Inn, but it's just so cheap. I mean, well, it's cheap to me. For $95 for 2 nights, including all the taxes, this U-Tide Court, it says monthly, but you can look it up. It looks pretty basic accommodations. Again, that's fine. If you just want to come over here for a monthly stay or even pay for a month and stay 3 weeks, I'm sure you're going to come out ahead as to staying at the Holiday Inn. But these different places, there's some hidden gems in here, so check it out. I certainly will as time goes on. But for now, yeah, I'm paying probably 20 bucks more a night just to know I'm not going to have any issues. And just like in Bangkok, the smarter dogs in town hang out right outside the 7-Eleven to get that air conditioning. Don't worry about them. They're nice and mellow. Together Barbershop, right across the way. If you're coming over on a side trip from Bangkok and you want to keep your 1 month Airbnb, whatever it is, you don't have to bring everything. There's plenty of laundry services over here. Bring 3 or 4 sets of clothes, maybe 4 sets, and every couple of days, yeah, give her your dirty laundry and pick it up either at the end of the day or the next day. Up to you, but it's cheap. So as I leave my hotel here on Soi Buakhao, if I go off this way, I know Walking Street is down the way, maybe a kilometer towards the right. And if I go the other way, you have LK Metro on the left, and just past LK Metro, you have Tree Town. And I've been on these Baht buses a million times. I still don't understand the loops they make. I think the one that goes down Second Road makes a left down by the Dolphin Roundabout and heads up Beach Road, but I'm not positive if I go down Buakhao where I'm going to end up, so I'm going to jump on one and find out. You just hang out. I said in the other video, there are supposed to be bus stops. They seem to use that more on busy roads like Second Road. Here, just flag one down and they'll stop. They'll stop pretty much anywhere. And these Baht buses go day or night. 10 bahts the fare. Don't talk to the driver, or you've then hired a private taxi and just jump in the back, hit the buzzer when you're ready to get off, walk up and pay your 10 baht. And I'm heading down Buakhao in the direction of Walking Street. The Ecstasy Gents Club. Chakti Inn. There's Action Street bar beer. Black Snake Club. Looks like it's for sale. Tattoo shops. A lot of dispensaries. Just like Bangkok. Maddie's Bar and Guest House. Collins Golf Bar. Golden Tiger Bar. And I'm only catching about half of them. Pineapple Sport Restaurant. That's the Marin Place. And if I remember right, there's a big market on the right side. Yeah, here it is. It's all weatherproofed for the rain. And that's the little buzzer. Somebody wants to get off. Nails. There's a beautiful bike, Honda. Maybe one day I'll get a bike and tour around the country. I love to ride. There's the Baht bus going in the other direction. Common sense. Just jump on the direction you think you want to head. If you went the wrong way, who cares? Take a little tour, get on a Baht bus and go the other way. I think we're in a little bit of a traffic jam. And the orange vested motor taxi drivers, just like in Bangkok, they're here as well. I still use Grab. It's a little bit touristy here in Pattaya, so like when I get off the bus, I know the fare is about 47 baht on a motor taxi, and right off the bat the guy said, "Where are you going?" I told him, and he said 200 baht. I'm like, yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, we are going up towards Walking Street, and I just walked right across the street to a 7-Eleven, a pickup point. I don't know if Grab wants to get into it with the guys trying to charge 200 baht at the bus station. Sometimes there's a little bit of that going on, so just walk away from, in my case, the bus terminal. Just walk 100 feet to a 7-Eleven and order up a Grab or Bolt, and it was 37 baht. I still ended up giving the guy 60 baht, but yeah, I'm not going to pay 200 baht for what should be 37. This little girl. Yeah, no matter how you feel about these little kids kind of riding shotgun on the motorbikes, it's very, very common over here. And I think we're coming up on, or maybe we passed it, the electronic shopping area. I know this area down here has a lot of good Indian food. And Soy Diamond is on the right here at some point, if we didn't already pass it. Mr. Egg, I believe, Mr. Egg's YouTube videos, that's his bar on Soy Diamond, and it's escaping me. I know one of them is called Milk and the other one is right next door. I don't have the greatest memory. Yeah, there it is, the Tucon IT Mall for your electronic needs. And I apologize, I don't know, I don't have memorized what this street is that Tucon's on. But we are running up the way towards Walking Street. He's probably going to make a left turn and get in line to go to Jom Tien. You do, from what little knowledge I know, have to change Baht buses sometimes. I've been on one that have gone all the way to Jom Tien. Other times they pulled up into another queue, said get off, get on the other Baht bus, pay another 10 baht, big deal. And you can then take it down the way and to the right, and you'll end up over in the Jomtien area. It's another fresh market. The grapes are looking good. So at least I know I'm going in the direction of Beach Road. We'll see if he goes straight here or makes the left. No, he's going straight. No, he's turning right. Okay, so that's Walking Street right there on the left, just 100 feet away. And we're going up Second Road, which suits me fine. I kind of wanted to go to Second Road. So that answers that. As you head in the direction I did down Soi Buakhao, the loop he makes is to turn up Second Road. And on the other side of those large buildings would be Jomtien. Right there where you see the traffic, if you went to the right, it is a one-way street. Well, yeah, I think that little section's one way. Again, I'm not a Pattaya expert, I apologize. Check out Buzz in Pattaya. Trevor, his channel, he's Mr. Pattaya Expert. If you want to know everything about this area. Myself, I just visit 2 or 3 times a year. So I don't know much other than the basics. But Walking Street, that much I know, is right over there to the right. Not my favorite place. It's more expensive than anything else in town. The go-go bars, the beer prices. Second Street, which we're on, a lot more affordable. Even Beach Road. Beach Road is just, I'll show you up one of these side soys. It's just 200 feet. Look up here. And you can see the water. That's Beach Road. And I'm not positive, but I'm gonna guess he's gonna go all the way down Second Street and then turn up around the Dolphin Roundabout and end up going down Beach Road. So maybe they just do a big gigantic loop. Not positive. But jump on one of these things and take a little tour around town. Bird's Nest Seafood. Here's the Avani. It's a pretty popular resort. Ripley's, believe it or not, in the Royal Garden Plaza. And it feels like it's gonna rain, but there's no avoiding that. I am gonna get off at some point and walk over to Beach Road. All these little side soys, just tons and tons of bars. That's all there is here. One bar after another. Well, that's not true. There's plenty of things going on, but there are a lot of bars here. Now this little shopping center over here, I forget what it's called, but that's the Robin Hood Tavern, and I assume it's affiliated with the Robin Hood we have on Soi 33/1. It's called Pattaya Avenue in Bangkok. So Robin Hood, a very popular spot. I know there's a movie theater, the Major Simplex. There's a Via Market. Leek Hotel on the right. Bunch of popular beer gardens in here. I think right in there there's a place called the Coop. What's it called? The Chicken Coop. Okay, here's Kiss Foods. Chicken Coop is a guy, his last name is Coop, I believe. He's a retired Air Force guy from Imperial Beach in San Diego, and a lot of Americans hang out there, watch the Super Bowl, that kind of thing. This right here is the Base condo. Big high rise, very, very popular, the Base. Big beer garden group over here. So I'm gonna hit the buzzer and jump off around the mall. The big, is it Central Festival Mall? Get up here. See, the fancier hotels are right overlooking the water. Yeah, here's the Central. So I'm gonna hit the buzzer. Oh, that one doesn't work. You gotta find the buzzer that works, and he'll pull over. I'll pay 10 baht, and that's that. We're at the Central Festival Mall. Kapun krap. Thank you. And that's it. Now things get a little trickier. Like right here, this isn't a bus stop, but he just pulled over here. You want to look for, I think it's diamonds. Diamonds on the ground. Oh no, it's not diamonds. See where those sailors, I think they're, I don't think that's the Thai uniform. I know the Thai Navy uniform. Maybe it's another nation visiting. I believe right here where you see the checkers is the quote-unquote bus stop. But it's all blocked up here with Uber cars. Yeah, I'm not sure who those guys are. Yeah, good to see some sailors in town. U.S. Navy oftentimes pulls into Phuket and Pattaya. But this is the large central. Oh, what I was getting at was if you want to get on the Baht bus. Now, most of these guys are in the business of making money, so I'm sure bus stop or not, 75% of these guys will stop anywhere to pick you up. The other guys, I've had guys drive right by me. Now, maybe they were going home or on a private mission, who knows. Certainly don't try to flag one down that's in the middle of traffic. Get like this guy over here. He's not going to stop and change 3 lanes of traffic to get you, but sometimes they will. This guy is picking people up kind of in the middle of the street because these cars are double parked. Some nice food trucks. There's no shortage of food anywhere in Thailand, but here these little food trucks look really good in front of the central. I'm going to cut through the mall. There's also a very nice movie theater up on the top floor and food court, just like the movie theater I showed you over there by the Robin Hood. That one is a little smaller. I've been in both, but my first choice would probably be to come over here to Central. I think the screens are larger and there's more options. That, I believe, is the base that we pass right by Kiss Foods. Kiss Foods is a pretty good expat food area, I guess. You'll get all kinds of things like spaghetti and meatballs at an affordable price. When you can only eat so much Thai food. I love Thai food, but I'm not going to eat it 3 meals a day every day. Down in the basement here at Central is a Tops shopping center, little grocery store, and they have a really good, they're calling it a food hall. It's the food court. The one good thing about the food courts over here is they'll have Indian food, Japanese food, Korean food, not just Thai food. And it will be $2, maybe $3 at most. Or there's Western options if you're just getting your feet wet. You can always find KFC, Burger King, McDonald's, Pizza Hut. All those things are here. Don't be intimidated by the food. It's really easy. I don't want to point the camera in people's faces while they're eating, but right to the right here, we'll walk over here. Here's some good options. Right to the right is that is a delicious burger, Prime Burger. There's a couple locations in Bangkok. It's not cheap. You're going to pay 10 or 11 bucks for burger, fries, and a drink, but it's way better than McDonald's. Get some fancy Oktoberfest hot dogs. The Frankfurters, $135, chili dog, $155. These bakeries, I assume that's a Japanese bakery you'll find all over Thailand. Really, really good. But this is all the food court over here, all this area. Well, there's food court and there's food counters. I like the food counters right here. They cost a little bit more, but they just prepare the food fresh right there and put it on a nice plate. Over here, it's cheap, but it's very small portions. If you were to get pad thai chicken, maybe there'll be 3 little pieces of chicken in your noodles, which is fine, but and it's going to be 70 baht. But sometimes it's worth paying that 140 baht to kind of get a proper meal with a little bit more protein. Oh, they also have a Santa Monica diner. I know of the Monica diner on Sukhumvit. I believe it's right past on Newt. So that's on Newt, Soy 50. It must be at, I don't know, maybe Soy 60. It's real close to the Lotus in on Newt. Really good, but to get that higher quality food, once again, it's going to come at a price. I think I actually got meatloaf at the one in on Newt. Delicious. And here's Sultana Indian food. I've actually ate there on my last trip. Most of the meals I see 189, 170 baht, 199, but really, really good. I like Indian food, but you don't have to pay the Indian food prices. Just hit the food court. And like any mall here in Thailand, you'll find all these options down in the, let's call them courtyards, where you'll find 200 baht Nike shirts and Adidas shirts. Make no mistake about it, they're fakes, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I talked about it in another video and I got 2 or 3 comments about, what are you talking about? Clothes are much cheaper in Thailand than the United States, and on and on. Yeah, I'm comparing apples to apples, not apples to oranges. The fake products with super thin fabric and maybe the cheapest thread, that is not the same Nike shirt. That they have a Nike store right here in this mall upstairs, say on the 3rd floor, and I'm making that up, I don't know where it is, but it's in here somewhere. And that Nike shirt is not going to be 200 baht up there, it's going to be 1200 baht. So that's what I'm talking about. And I'm making that number up. It might be more. It might be $50. That is what I'm talking about, comparing to the authentic, if you care about that, Nike product, Adidas, Nike shoes, whatever it's going to be. You can't compare the real deal, although that's probably made in China, but it's probably made with higher quality. That's how they can get away with selling those things for over $100 in the US. You're not going to find that over here in Thailand for $20. Those are going to be the fake Nike shoes. Once again, nothing wrong with that, but me, I'm out on 10-mile hikes. Shoes, I don't mess around with shoes. I'm an old school mailman, and quality footwear is the way to go in my view anyhow. I am 57 and my feet don't hurt, so take that for what it's worth. Here's a Krispy Kreme donuts, which I'm trying to avoid, but they're here if you want them once in a while. And I 100% understand. If you're fine with coming over to Thailand and getting a bunch of the, I'll stop calling them fake, let's call them imitation shirts. Sure, you can get a heck of a savings. And I know I can't find those imitation items in the United States. You can only find the real deal. So coming over here and buying 10 or 20, whatever they are, imitation dry fit Nike shirts to take back to the UK, sure, you're going to get a heck of a deal. Just understand what you're buying. It's the same with the Rolex. You can get an imitation Rolex over here for, I don't know what they cost, $30, $40, $50. You can't compare that to buying a real Rolex watch in the UK or the United States. And I would, not that I've ever bought a Rolex, but I would venture to guess the real deal authentic Rolex is going to be cheaper in the United States than it's going to be at a fancy jewelry shop here in Thailand. So I walked through the mall, just kind of used it as a shortcut, and I popped out, and right up here is Beach Road, where we will see, I assume it's the Gulf of Thailand. It might be the Gulf of Pattaya. Again, I make these videos often, usually every day. Don't do a lot of research, so please don't get me on that. You can look up what the water is right off of Pattaya, and I'll keep making these videos as fast as I can, run and gun style. Some of these Baht buses, the ones that are sitting still, yeah, I probably wouldn't jump in the back of his, mostly because he's going to sit there and wait for 5 more people to jump in it before he takes off, or maybe he's waiting for, maybe this is a private Baht bus. Just get one that's moving, okay? There's going to be, for every one sitting still, there's going to be 10 more that come by in 2 minutes. So there you go, 1, 2, 3. I see 3 I could get on in the next 30 seconds. So don't waste your time with one that's sitting still. Like this young lady, she just threw out the, hey, I need a ride. I think he tooted his horn, and I almost guarantee he'll just pull right over. There you go. Jump in the back, don't talk to the driver. Pay him the 10 baht when you leave, and that's all the communication you need. So here is the water area. Off in the distance, you see the Pattaya city sign. Way off, I think where those 3 towers are, you're getting towards Jomtien, but I mix up my Jomtien and Prakanok hill area. I would assume where it's getting hilly over there. Well, no, that's Jomtien, isn't it? Where the Space Needle looking building is. Again, I'm a rookie on Pattaya and Jomtien in this area, so if you've lived over here 15 years, please don't get too upset with me. I'm just showing the basics. I think, I'm not sure what time it is. Looking at the sun, I'd guess it's going on 4. It's a lot cooler than Bangkok, although Bangkok's starting to cool down. We're getting towards the end of the year. And that's the Central Mall across the way. Beautiful Hilton attached to it. Again, Trevor at Buzz in Pattaya has told me, I don't know how many times, there's a beautiful rooftop bar. You don't have to stay at the hotel to enjoy. And the one thing, I'm sure it's 3 times more expensive, if not more, than many places around town, but not always. The Marriotts and Hiltons in, say, New York City or any other part of the world are just going to be crazy to go in and get a plate of food and a beer. Not so much in Thailand. They're not going to be super, super cheap, but if you really want to treat yourself, yeah, head on up, well, now the trees are in the way, to, say, that rooftop, have a couple of drinks, enjoy this beautiful view, and it's probably going to be cheaper than you think. Now, there used to be, I don't know if that's a restaurant boat, these big, like, floating barges out there. They used to be restaurants, and down the way is it called the Bali Hai Pier, or I'm thinking of the Bali Hai restaurant in San Diego. Maybe it's the Bali Hai Pier. It's close to Walking Street. You can catch a ferry out to these different restaurants. You see the paragliders. Be careful with the jet skis, just like anywhere around the world. I'll say 90% of these guys are honest business people, but there are 10%. If you rent one of these jet skis, they'll do the old jet ski scam. You come back and they push in some freshly painted Bondo and say, oh, look at this hole you made, and start demanding whatever it is, thousands of dollars. Or maybe that's an exaggeration, but just be a little careful. I probably wouldn't even do it until you really get to know some folks over here, even if it's a bartender, somebody owns a restaurant. Then have them call somebody who they know is a legitimate business person and rent your jet ski. But just walking up to one of these guys, at the very least, pull your camera out and videotape every inch of that jet ski, just so the guy knows that you're not a sucker, I guess, let's put it that way, that you're at least doing a little bit of due diligence. So that is that, a quick peek around Pattaya on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. I really appreciate you watching. I'll be back in Bangkok soon, but I'll be exploring all over Thailand, Southeast Asia, but Bangkok is my home. So if that's something you would consider taking a look at, please subscribe to my little channel. I'd really appreciate that. And have a great afternoon.